Hey everyone, GamePark here, and today I wanted to show some of the games that I picked up at the recent Video Game Summit 2016, which is a trade show very close to my hometown, and that's located in Villa Park, Illinois. But yeah, it's a trade show, and I was able to pick up a lot of mostly retro games. So I just wanted to go ahead and show those games off, and we'll talk about it. So yeah, this is the first game that I got here, and this is King of Monsters 2 for the Sega Genesis. I remember playing this game quite a long time ago when I rented it from my local Blockbuster. It was like a 2D fighting game, and yeah, you can kind of move on any on like the plane of the battleground, and with using different monsters and stuff. So this is a really classic game for me, and I was really happy that it came with like the manual, which is in very good condition, and the cartridge, of course, and a really solid case. The case seems to be very good. So yeah, that's King of the Monsters 2 for the Sega Genesis. The next game I got here is Naruto Clash of the Ninja 2. I have the first Naruto game for the GameCube as well. So I was able to get this one. It's just same kind of like 3D fighting action, very similar to the first one. And I got this game along with Sims 2 from the same seller. Everybody kind of knows what Sims is like. You just take control of like an avatar, and then you kind of help them go through the daily life, everything they need to do, job and home, and you have to like meet their needs and stuff like that. Mostly been playing that with my girlfriend since she's really into Sims, but yeah, I was able to get both of these from a seller. All these games that I have here, I did not pay whatever the price is on them. They always kind of give buyers a deal on games if you buy more than one, or even if you just buy one, they'll be really nice. So that was a good thing about going to these kind of trade shows. But yeah, that's Naruto Clash of the Ninja 2 and The Sims 2, both for the GameCube. Next, we have some Dreamcast games here. These are some games that I've been wanting for a while. This is Hydro Thunder, just a fun water-based racing game, very similar to like those cruising games or anything like made by Midway. Yeah, I don't know. I just remember playing this one a long time. All these games I had previously played, but I just never owned them, and so I thought picking them at the summit would be a really good opportunity to get some of these in my collection. But yeah, just fun, you know, like powerboat, like racing game. Hydro Thunders, it's good. It's everything is in good condition, so glad I picked it up. Along with this game, I also picked up Tokyo Extreme Racer for the Dreamcast as well. My roommate is a really big fan of the Tokyo Extreme racing games, so I have one, I believe, for the Xbox 360. But I always wanted to check out this particular game for the Dreamcast, and increase that my library for my Dreamcast. So definitely looks like a fun game. If it's anything like the 360 one, kind of race on the Tokyo streets. And so yeah, it's good to have that game along with Hydro Thunder, two racing games for the Sega Dreamcast. Next, we have a game here that is a Dragon Ball Z Super Botoden 2 for the Super Famicom, or Japanese Super Nintendo. And I actually, in a way, I do have this game already, but it's a bootleg that I got a long time ago, and I always really wanted to get like an official licensed copy of it. Unfortunately, it did not come with a manual, but I got a very good discount price because of that. And the cartridge itself is in perfect condition. You can kind of see by the glare that it doesn't have any sort of dents or scratches on the label. it's very very neat. So definitely glad to have an official copy of this game. I still have some fond memories with my original cartridge, but yeah, it's just good to have official licensed versions of all the games that I loved playing when I was a kid. And like I said, I got a good deal on it because it was missing the manual, and the box is in pretty good condition as well. Not too many dents or not any rips at all, so that's always good. Now I have all the Super Butoden games for the Super Nintendo, so that's always a good thing. But yeah, that's Dragon Ball Z 2 Super Butoden for the Super Famicom. Next, I have two Genesis games here. The first one is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Toy Story. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is a fighting, it's a 2D fighter. I believe it was made by Bandai, if I do recall correctly. And it's actually a pretty hard game. I've played it a lot, but it's kind of a tough game, and you definitely need to know what you're doing in order to like advance in the tier. But likewise, it was going for pretty cheap, along with Toy Story here, another game that I used to play with my neighbor back when I was a kid. And yeah, it's definitely a very graphically impressive game. Has a lot of really cool effects that they use, and it came later out in kind of like the Genesis library. So like I said previously, this is not the price that I paid for these games. I believe I got both of these for $6, so total. So that's just kind of an example of like the kind of deals that the sellers make at those trade shows. But yeah, it's good to have Power Rangers and Toy Story in my collection. Two games that I've played a lot of when I was a kid, but just never owned. Next we have here is NBA Hangtime, and this is a sports game which I don't really get into sports game, but the NBA Jam and NBA Hangtime games are really fun for me to play. I really enjoy these kind of like quirky, like arcade type of games. So I've been wanting to pick this game up for my N64 for a long time, but I never really saw like a good deal on it until I went to the video game summit, and I picked it up and I asked the seller how much they were selling it for, and they said 5 originally, and I was kind of thinking about it. I was maybe willing to pay 5, but then they could kind of see that I was thinking about it, and then they just said, don't worry about it, or actually it's just $3, and I was like, oh, that's definitely a much better deal. And I definitely picked it up for that price. It's a bit dirty. I'm gonna try and clean it up, but yeah, I'm glad it doesn't have any rips, and the colors on the label, they're not faded or anything like that. So yeah, it's a very very fun game. Really enjoy NBA Jam and especially NBA Hangtime here. Good to have for the Nintendo 64. And the last of the games that I picked up, this is Wonder Project J for the Super Famicom. I picked it up from the same seller that I got Dragon Ball Z Super Butoden 2. They gave me a nice discount on this one, and mainly just got it just to kind of get a discount and to get like another cheap Super Famicom game. I have played Wonder Project J2 for the N64, and I'm playing like an English translated version, like a ROM on PC, but definitely want to kind of check out the first game, Wonder Project J. Don't know too much about it, but like I said, I got it along with the other games, so definitely want to just give it a shot and see what it's all about. That's Wonder Project J for the Super Famicom. And the last two things that I got at the summit are two little kind of promo things or toy things. And this is just a little pin that I got here. It says Intellivision Lives. Just a little Space Invader, kind of an old pin, but still works. And I also got in this little black box a keychain with Soul Calibur 2, like a Soul Calibur 2 kind of image. And this side says Bandai Namco Games, and I got both of these for $1. So Technically, each was only 50 cents, and that was pretty cool. I really liked talking to the guys at that particular booth. They seemed like really cool guys. Got along with them, and they gave me that discount. They were selling everything in this particular tray for $1, but they decided to just give me like a special discount. So I thought, why not? Can't nothing wrong with sparing $1, getting some nifty little game related bits there. But yeah, those are all my pickups from the Video Game Summit 2016. It's a trade show in Villa Park, Illinois. We really had a fun time. And just to kind of round up, I'm going to talk about the last 2 games. I did not pick up these games at the Video Game Summit, but just want to include them for like a video game, like a collection update. So the first one here is Sims Bustin' Out for the GameCube. I have this game on Xbox, but I never ever played it. It was kind of an impulse buy, but yeah, my girlfriend, like I said, we've been playing a lot of Sims together, and I heard that this one was one of the better ones, so I decided to play it. And now it's definitely challenging when your sim is so needy, but definitely really fun. So I'm enjoying this one a lot. I really want to go back and play it when any opportunity I get. So it's good to be able to play this Sims Bustin' Out based off first Sims, which I played a lot of on PC. So yeah, that's Sims Bustin' Out for the GameCube. And another game that I got is DDR Max Dance Dance Revolution. I had this game before, but I believe my sister let one of her friends borrow it and they lost it. So when I went to this one store, they had it there for just $3, and it's in perfect condition. Everything's nice and tight. The box isn't messed up or anything. So I'm like, I'll just re-buy it again. So that's why it's going back into my collection. So it's good to have DDR Max Dance Dance Revolution for PS2. And that rounds up all the games from all of my pickups from the Video Game Summit and extra games that I got from elsewhere. And yeah, that does it for this pickups video and collection update. And I really want to thank you for watching. Peace.